Hi everybody, welcome back to my crafty desk. My name is Sandra and today we're going to do work with the Bigshot, my Sizzix Bigshot that I talk about all the time. This is a Subbie request. Cindy, she asked she was asking me some questions about it and wanted to know if I could show it to her, and I thought what a great idea. I'll get on here. I want to make some stuff, especially since I got these new whale tail, is that what they're called? That's what they look like. Anyhow, the oh my gosh, the thin metal dies so that I can cut them out. So I thought I'll just do it on the camera with you all, and that way I would fulfill my need and I would fulfill a request made by Cindy. And so thank you, Cindy. We're gonna go ahead and get right to this. But first, I would really like it if you would like this video and consider leaving a comment and tell me what you think about what we're doing, and ask me any questions, please. And also, I'm not a pro at anything, so if you have any tips or tricks that you know that might help me, whether I'm able to use them or not, I'd love to hear about them. And of course, as always, please, I invite you to subscribe to my channel if you haven't done it already. If you find any value in the content that I'm providing, or if you just want the friendship. So I appreciate you for doing all of that, and we'll get on with this now. So this is how I store my Bigshot. I put this thing in the middle. I leave my handle down. I don't know if you can see that. This thing's, it's heavy, which is good because we really yank on it a lot to get the stuff that we need. But because of this handle, it does take up a fair amount of room. So I give it its own little spot, and I always make sure I have the handle down because I've caught myself on this quite a few times. So just gonna roll my plates out, okay, I'm gonna shake it around. I'm so sorry. So the way I got it, this is really worn. Look at all that glitter paper that's stuck in there. And I know some people will change their things out sooner than I do probably, but it doesn't bother me. The plates are not cheap, and so I'm just gonna keep doing it. I'll keep using these until, for whatever reason, they just don't work anymore, or say there's glitter everywhere and I don't want glitter on something I'm making, which, I mean, come on. I'm never gonna care if there's glitter. So, I love glitter. I mean, I don't love the entire mess that it makes, but I do love it. I get in trouble with it sometimes. I had some glitter lip gloss that I loved a couple of years ago, and maybe a couple of years ago. Anyhow, I put it on. It was a nice sunny day. I was like, ooh, my lips are going to be so sparkly. And then didn't think much about it. Gave my husband a kiss goodbye. And he, at the time, was working someplace else, and he did a lot of driving, and he had to drive through the ports of entry. And so, he does it all the time, so he gets to know these people that he's driving through. And I guess one of the guys, when he went through, was the sun just hit him just right, and he goes, "Are you wearing glitter on your lips?" My husband was like, "Oh my God, my wife." So anyways, thought I'd just share that little story. So you can see I'm trying to clean the glitter up. It's not gonna, it's gonna stay. So we'll stop. Stop. So they do give you, this is from Stampin' Up, and you do get this very small thing to kind of talk about how to use the Sizzix. There's a lot of people that are really good with this, and there's a lot of YouTube videos out there. I do know that, and that will have a lot more better information than I will probably have. But I'm gonna just be very real and tell you that I don't read all of this stuff, and I just want to know how it works enough for me to get the job done. So on this plate, it does show us how to do embossing, if we're doing embossing with papers inside of them. So it does give you these guidelines, and sometimes depending on the maker of the plates, of the die cuts or the embossing folders, you may need a shim, or you may need to take out the things that it's saying, oh, you need to use this to do this embossing folder. So I might want this embossing folder, it might be a thick one, so I might not be able to use both my plates. So it's just kind of trial and error. So then you get your two plates. There's more things that come with it, but I don't have them over here. And then you get this piece right here. Mine's super warped, but it still works. I'm still gonna use it. So put one plate down. And then I guess I should have tore these apart before the video. This is the thing I want to do first. But let me just get that open. These will never go back in this again because I can't do that plastic. But I will save the plastic to make, I'm going to be making some noisy, some crunchy tags pretty soon. Video to come. Oh, yay. So these I bought from a gal on Etsy, Spectrum Arts Creation. Spectrum Art Creations. She's got a website also. Come on. Oh, goodness. So, let's see. Well, hopefully I can get this apart because, I mean, you should just be able to bend it, right? Or do you leave it together? No, because then that piece right there will interfere. Okay, gotcha. So, well, there we go. There's one. And there's those little sharp metal pieces. So I have no idea. I've never bought from this place before. And I don't know if these are going to have any if I'm going to have any problems with these. I'm hoping not. But, you know, I guess this is the way they're made in the machine. So they have to have something to hold them all to, which is not a bad thing. So I'm going to I have my trash can right here. I'm just going to drop those in there. My grandkids, or anybody actually, they want to come, so polite, they want to take their shoes off when they come in the house, which, you know, I gotta say, yes, I used to always be that way, but our dog is an inside-outside dog, so inside-outside, just like us, and she doesn't wipe her paws. She has a dog door and everything, and she doesn't wipe her paws. I put the mats in front of there for her. I mean, I think it catches most of it, but honestly, I mean, she's gonna track more than people are with their shoes. And because I'm always crafting in my craft room, if they come down to my room, I need to put a sign up that says, please put your shoes on. Because you run the chance of stepping on something with metal. I was going to say foil. Yeah, because that foil, it's going to kill you. So, anyhow. So, we're just going to take these apart. Kind of wanted to get a couple of them so I don't, so I don't waste the paper. I'm so sorry. I should have done this first. Did not even think about this. Oh, I didn't even know it was going to be this difficult. I got to say, I bought other ones that were attached, and they weren't this hard to do. So I don't know if it has something to do with keeping the integrity of the shape because they're so thin. But I like the ones that you buy and they're already pulled apart. And now that I know this, maybe what I'll do from now on is I'll request, maybe I can pay a little extra, because this is gonna, see what I'm doing, that's gonna kill that part of my hand so bad. But, it's crafting, it's worth it, right? Now, if I was asked to stir the pot for dinner, I'd be like, oh no, but my wrist is gonna hurt. Just kidding. So we'll just do those ones for right now because I don't want to do that anymore. And so then what we're going to do is we're going to find the paper that we want to use to cut these out. And I found some papers over here. I thought we could maybe cut some out with this book that I was working on, my collage book. Whoops. Let's go to the page that we're working with. Oh, see, there's this one right here. It's already cut out. So, and they're not all my favorite stuff together. So, but when they are cut up, I will like them. I know that. I'm trusting it. Anyhow, I brought some other papers that we can play with. I'm not even in camera. I'm all over the board. I brought some other papers. So this is some Tim Holtz stuff. And I always think I'm going to do really grungy stuff. But for whatever reason, I'm not going to do it as grungy as I think I'm going to do. And so these dark colors, I like them. They work really well when I'm doing a lot of my Halloween stuff, but for the most part, I'm not drawn to it. I just feel like it's, I don't know. There's something not quite my style, I guess. This paper is textured and I really like it, and I like this side of it. I think we used some of this before in some stuff, but on the back it's a Rockabye Baby. And so So I'm not going to be doing any baby stuff, so I have that one. And then these are some Stampin' Up! Papers that I found that I have, and I do somewhat like them. I don't love these papers. I guess like I can use small pieces of them, but I was never a fan when I got the paper of the, like that's okay for a background, but this, I'm not a fan. Like, I don't know what to do with that. Like, it's just, I think the color, I guess it's not too bad when it's like this. I think if I coffee dyed it, I might like it. But anyhow, that's another day. So, and then I had this book that I had already pulled apart for, I was putting these in journals. I bought this at the thrift store, or somebody gifted it to me, so it's got some pre-colored stuff in there, but for the most part, it's not, none of it's colored. And I thought this would be kind of fun to make some cuts, do some cutting out. I've never done that before. So let's onward and upward, and I'm just going to grab a pair of scissors here. So your plate, you want to make sure your paper is not wider than the opening of where your thing's going to go inside. So now I just got to decide, and I'm just going to go ahead and just cut up that middle like that. And I'll put that there. And then you just lay your paper down wherever you think you want your stuff. And take your little, so you'll have a raised edge and a flat, okay? You want the raised part, whatever the design is, no matter what, you want the raised part to go down. And I'm just going to see how they're going to come out with this paper here. I'm just going to go like that. And then I have these little ones here, which are just, no, there should be 3, but I'm not going to, it's not going to kill me if I can't find it. Don't you know? There it is. All right. And then you put those down. Because this paper is really thick, I'm going to run it through one way, and then I'm going to run it back the other way. And because I'm going to do that, I'm going to put a little washi tape down. Here's, when you buy those packs of washi tape, if you've done that, you'll get some that are like really thin, or you always, I do anyways, get one that's at least one in there. I'm like, I'm never going to use that for anything. Those are the ones I grab and I toss in my bucket for my, that I keep with my Sizzix, because then I just use the washi tape to hold these down. Because once I go one way and the other way, you're gonna hear this thing pop and crunch, kind of, and so these things move. And so when I do it back and forth, I hold them down, because if I don't, when they move, my image is not cut the way I, it's cut twice, so it's not right. So you can see how this is kind of movie kind of, it's got some play there. I'm gonna get that one down, I'm gonna get that one down, and I'm gonna get that one down there. We'll see. I think that's enough. Then you take your plate. Oh, so I don't know where this one actually goes. I put it down first. Sorry about that. So I put that little flimsy one down first, and you want to make sure it's really in there, because it's so thin, the way it's shaped, it goes underneath that thing sometimes, and I think you can break your Bigshot doing that. So let's see. So I'm going to get that all on there, and then I'm going to get this in here like that, so that all my pieces are on my plate. And then I'm going to put the other one on top. And then I'm going to give it a little push. Once it grabs, oh my gosh, I'm winding it the wrong way. Oh my gosh. Okay, so I'm like, why isn't it grabbing? So I gotta really get it. Did you hear that clump? That means it went over the full part of the plate. So now, while it's still engaged, it's still catching, I'm gonna go ahead and push it back the other way, so I don't have to pretend like I have 3 hands trying to push and tug. There we go. Now, let's see what we got. See how it worked. Yay, success. So then you just pull these off. Cool negatives. I will toss that. I actually keep a box when I'm doing my stuff. I keep a box lid or some kind of tray close by, and then I put my negatives. This one's not actually my negatives. Well, some of them are. Like these are negatives. I guess these are I cut these out to get, I needed a hole in something, and then I had these pieces left over. So I have lots of stuff to play with. And it lives in the room where my Bigshot lives, so that just is another room to have lots of stuff to play with. Isn't that cute? Cutie, cutie, cutie. Okay, so then so what do you think? Like, you know, you had that big photo collage piece, collage sheet, and it didn't really look like anything special, you know, which goes to show that you can just lay that stuff down, just put it anywhere. Once you get it cut up into different things, especially when you're doing it kind of willy-nilly like this, and you don't really have a specific focus, I mean, the things come out are so awesome, so cool. So now we have some of these. I'm not gonna do any more of these ones. I want to do a couple more other ones. I have some other ones that I like to show you. My hoard on these is not huge, but it's definitely big enough to give me a good play. I'm gonna put all these guys back in here. Now, these are metal, so they do stick to magnets, which is nice. Let me move this stuff. And then I don't know what it is, but I have a thing about black. So anything black has its own basket here. And I love using that on the backdrops of stuff. So I had that out just in case I did anything black. And then I always keep a little tray when I'm doing this for my itty bitties when I'm doing things like this. So this is thin paper that I had used, and I wanted to see how it would work on my coffee dyed papers. And it was pretty nice. So, you know, because that's the more thinner the paper, the more fragile it is. But also, once you coffee dye it, avocado dye it, once you're doing stuff like that and you're putting a lot of water and stuff like that on there, you're really breaking it down a lot. So, and then to use these, what these are for, I mean, you can do whatever you want. You can use it as a label, but what the majority of people use them that you'll see, or that I have seen, and I think you will too, is they fold them in half. That's the intended purpose, and then it becomes a little tab for the side of a journal. So, for instance, if I was going to put it on this journal, the one that we've been working on here, if I was to put it on this journal, let me untie her. Beautiful girl she is. And we wanted like tabs on the pages. Let me just get that. Whoops. Oh, let me just tear my stuff up there. See, and you would just put a tab on there. And then you can put a little word on there. You can put one of those little grommet, oh my gosh, brad eyelets. You can punch eyelets in there, and you can hang little tags or little beads off of them. You can do all kinds of things, but isn't that so cute? Oh, and I did cut those colors because I thought they would look good with this, and they do. So I'm gonna scoop these up, like that, and I'm just gonna toss them in here so I don't forget that I have them. Give her a quick little tie and put her back where she goes until later today or tomorrow when she gets another workout. And we'll put that back. So, and I think I'll take the rest of that sheet and put that with her too in case I want to cut more stuff out. So that's one. The other thing is, I'm going to go ahead and move this over a little bit. I'm going to see if I can move the camera without like jostling you too much. So everybody beware. I'm going to tip the camera. So I think, can you see this? Nope, not yet. Let me get that into focus here. Can you see this thing right here? It's just a pad of, it's like one of those things where you put your papers and stuff in. So that's what I use to hold my die cuts. Or my dies, my metal dies. Whoops, sorry about that. Let me make sure. I don't know why I did that. I have a hard time as it is getting this to focus. So there we go. And so that's how I have them set up. And then I use these, and I get them on Amazon. They are definitely worth the money. I don't think they're I personally don't think they're too terribly expensive. So you get this nice pretty thick plastic folder. I've seen people make their own stuff, and honestly, the amount it takes, the stuff you have to get, and the amount of time it takes to make it, I really found that this was more cost effective. The magnet sheets are thicker than what the ones that I got from Stampin' Up. I got some from Stampin' Up, and I did not like it. And they fit, so you buy them, and you get the folders, and you get these little pads. Isn't that nice? And it's double-sided. So what I do is I just take my pieces here, and I put them on my, well, we can see right here. I just lay them out like that, and I like to have I like to be able to see it all, so I slide them in this way, and then when I want to use them, I just simply pull them out like so. Let me move this stuff out of the way here. It's going to be a lot easier if I have everything out of the way, but I need this guy. So when I'm working on them, I just pull them out, and I just lay them on top. It's just easy. And then when I'm done with them, I put them back in, and I just slide them back in. I like my flap to go to the back because I like to have a clear vision of it. It has this little thing here where you can pop it through those little things. I don't use them. I don't, so I just do this. So let's see what we can get with these. Let's get a few of these. So I'm just going to kind of go through this now and just make some stuff and not chitter chatter so much. I'm going to grab me some paper here. If I can find a piece that I want to try those with. Let's try this. Let's see what this turns out to be. It's so colorful. So I'm just going to stick that on there. I think I'm going to go this way first. And so raised side down. This paper's thin, so I'm not going to worry about taping them down. I'm going to try to get as many images as I can on here. I want flowers, so we're going to go like this. Well, maybe I'll do it this way. And get all the way on there. And I really wanted this bloom up here I wanted this color. That's what I'm looking for. I'm trying to grab that color on that bloom. That blooming color in this one too. I like that one. Maybe if I go like that. Oh yeah, that's pretty. Okay, and how many more can we fit on there? I think I would like this little fat blossom here. Okay. Oh, and it's just gonna make it to the edge. So let's see. Okay. I think I better just keep on going, I guess. That's what I'm doing. So we'll see. Okay. I think that's it. I think that's what I'm gonna do. So I'm gonna now put this on here, and I have to like get it in there without moving all that stuff. There we go. And I need it to be all the way to the end of this flower. There we go, perfect. Now I'm gonna press that down and lean my arm. I hope you can see everything I'm doing here. I'm gonna lean my arm on the handle just to put pressure down, because I need to like slide this in as I turn just until it grabs. Which I'm going the wrong way again. There we go. So now that it grabbed, I can hang on to that, or I can let it go. And I'm doing this. Normally I would be standing the other way because of the way I'm doing this, but I'm like rolling this backwards. There we go. So that's just one way out. I'm going to pull that back over here since I shifted everything. And there we go. Now I just have to get all my pieces out. And so some of them didn't go through all the way. Oh, I'm like, did I not? What in the Sam Hill is going on here? So some are very finicky. So I probably could have used, since they've got a lot of lines, I probably could have went through twice. So there's this tool. There's always a tool. There's this tool you also get with your Bigshot, and I'm going to just stick this out of the way for a minute and get that. It's this thingy right here. Not that string. It's this little doohickey, and they give you this really chintzy piece of foam, which you can tell like it's just disintegrating, but you can pick it up places, I'm sure. So now you can see that this is like all stuck in there. And so what I did is I went and I stole my little tool from my my eyelet setting thing, and then you poke in some of these holes and it will release your piece. So there's that, if it doesn't let go, because it's pretty in there tight, and they're pretty tight. And since the paper's on the thinner side, it's not that real thick, like it's not cardstock, so it's going to be more delicate. So doesn't this look like fun? This is tedious to me. I do not enjoy this. So when I do my Bigshot, I try to do as much stuff as I can at one time, because it's going to be a while before I decide to play with it again. For tedious things anyways. Absolutely do not enjoy this. But I do like the result. So, but if my hands aren't working good and I start tearing this stuff, then it's just irritating. But so now you know, like all those people that sell these things, look what they do. They have to go through. So that's nice. Almost all those pieces popped out. I think if I would have went through it twice, some of these pieces wouldn't be attached so much, but it still would be stuck in there, you know. But isn't that cute? So do I have a piece of paper that it will stand against? Oh, that's really busy too. Well, I guess maybe that. Hello, put it on the phone. And now I have all this to clean out. So that's where this thing comes in handy. And this comes with your Bigshot. It came with mine, so you should get the tools that are needed, right? I think. You just kind of run that in there and in there. Ooh. And it's supposed to clean out all those things, but that doesn't work very good either. So you got to push all these pieces through. So I'm going to do that later. I'm not going to make you wait and watch me do all that, but I kind of want to get these out if I can, so we can see what they look like. So I'm going to be kind of violent. If I rip anything, I'm just going to have to say goodbye to it. Or maybe it's not ripped that. See, I just ripped that off. That's okay. And let's see. So that one, and see, it didn't cut all the way through. So when that happens, I'm not going to be able to cut that out. I'm just going to tear the top, and then I'll just decide something else to do with this. I mean, I think it could still be a flower. I can tear the other side, you know, to make it match. And it could be deliberate. Like, nobody will ever know our secrets. We won't. Not unless we tell them. So we have that one. So that one kind of looks the same. Let's see about this one. I guess this one. Oh, another thing is, so everything's in there right now. I'm going to just do this on the whole thing and see if that helps release. And these should go in those little holes, hopefully. And then we'll try one with some thicker paper. See, I'm just ripping this one up too. But that's fine, because look, even if it's ripped, like that's still a cute piece right there, right? I can use that. And then I can use this. Just like any other, like if you have ever done any kind of flower arranging, I do that. You know, you cut a piece off, you cut it too short, or it breaks in your hand, or something, you know, whatever, something happens, and you're trying to put it in the vase, or you're making a wrap, and something bends or breaks, you just pull it out, cut it where it happened, and then see what you can salvage out of it, because that's what flowers are too, right? They just, see? Now I got two pieces. So cute. Kate? There. Happy secret. Worked out good. Okay. And I think what I need is a little thing to throw these. I think I'm just gonna put everything in here because I'm gonna have to clean them out. That's one thing I don't do. I don't put them away later and clean them later. I can't handle it because when I go to use them, it's just like cooking for me. Everything's going to have an analogy for me today, I guess. It's just like cooking. If I have to go into the kitchen, if I have to go clean the kitchen, to cook in the kitchen, to clean the kitchen, then I'm out. I'll clean the kitchen, but no, I'm not cooking, and nobody else is making a mess in there either. But I actually like to clean my kitchen at night. I'm just talking about like randomness. Okay. I'm talking about when my kids lived at home. That was many, 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 many years ago. My husband just came in. It sounded like he rolled something across the floor, but I don't think we have anything on wheels up there. That's crazy. Ooh, look at that. So, oh my gosh, I didn't even think about that. So look at the other side too, because we used double-sided paper. Oh my gosh, look. You guys probably already seen that when I was flipping them over. Like these ones I did I flipped them over, but so, oh, I like that one that way. I like this one that way also with the green. But I like these flowers with the, I kind of like that with the colors. This one I like that way. Whoop. Pardon the noise. I'm not sure what's going on. Oh, that's the vacuum. I'm so sorry about the loud noise. My husband's working outside and it's been muddy, and isn't that sweet? I told him I would clean it up when I got done filming. I just couldn't run up and down after him all day long. Okay, so then what I do is I normally clean them right away and then I put them back in their thing, but I'm not doing that today. Today I'm just gonna make myself a little mess and I'll clean them up when I turn the camera off. But I wanna make some more stuff on here, so we will just put these in that container that I set to the side for the little bits and pieces of the florals. Right here, and then I just have that there. Oh my gosh, I wish he knew how noisy that was. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. What can you do? I'm not gonna get mad at him for cleaning though, that's for sure. So I'll just set that right there. Let's see, what else do I have in here that we can play with? These are the words. I have some words. I don't want to do that. They're going to be just as difficult to run through this machine, but I do have some samples that I had done for myself, so that, because it's hard for me to, they're upside down. They're backwards and they're script, so sometimes I look at them, I'm like, I'm not really positive of what it says. And I used to keep them in the back side of this, but then I would forget. But once they're done, I mean, they do show up pretty nice. I picked a bright color when I did them because I wanted them to always stand out on something, but isn't that cute? So cute. So I wanted to make book page, and it's really thin paper. So what I did is I glued book page to a lightweight cardstock, and I let it dry overnight, and then I ran it through my Bigshot, and then I was able to get the book page words. It was really clever. I thought I had a few here so I could show you, but left over from when I did it. I made them for the kids' for the 2023 birthday cards for all the kids. Oh my gosh. I have no way to tell him to turn that off. I'm so sorry. Oh my gosh. So, let's see, and I forgot to look at the time. I don't even know how long we've been on here. Oh my gosh. 34 minutes. Sorry about that flippy flop of my phone, but I couldn't see the time. So, there we go. All right. Looks like it's been about 35 minutes, so we can do a couple more things on here. Let me see. We'll do some easy stuff so you can see. I like doing the frames and the circles, so let's pull some of those out. I can show you a couple of things. So I've got these ones right here that I'll play with, and What other ones? Oh, let's do the tags. Okay. And these won't be so like excruciatingly painful to get out, and I'll be able to use, I think, like this real pretty what do you call it? The coloring book pages. I think it's going to be kind of cool on these. So let's see. Hands work. So let's just see. First of all, I have to cut this, and so let's just cut it the middle in case we want a cute little bug for a journal. We never know. I like them. I think they're cute, but sometimes though, when I'm decorating it, when I'm doing a journal, I'm like, are people gonna like the bug? Like, are some bugs worse than other bugs? Like for me, I don't like flies. Like I don't want a fly on my journal. I've got some Stampin' Up paper, and the one side of it, if it is a different bug, it doesn't look like it. It looks like a fly to me, so I can't use the paper because it's disgusting. I just can't do it. I can't. So we can do this. This is kind of fun. So you can do circles within circles and stuff like that to get thin frames. For instance, these ones right here. So the way I got these, I did an oval, but then I did another one on top. So, and that is an oval, which I grabbed the circles. I should have did the oval because I don't know if my circles are big enough to do that. I don't know. So yeah, there we go. So if I like this look and I'm like, oh, I really just like that frame around that, I would need to put another one on the outside, but this is my biggest one. Let me see if my other one will, my next biggest one will fit that. So it will. And then you just got to get clever and get it perfect, but that's not going to happen with me. So don't hold your breath. Let's see. I do need the tape on this because I don't want these shifting. So we'll make a frame for this one, and if we don't like the frame, well, I guess the frame's not going to be gold though, right? But that's okay. It'll still be within this one. And then we have a cute little pocket, tuck, journal, circle, whatever. So I'm just going to put this on the 3 sides there. And I'm going to just stick that in there a little bit. Whoops, right there. I thought I can get both of these on here, but I can't. I cannot do it. So we'll do one at a time. Or we'll just do the one and move on. What did I do with the plate? Okay, has anybody seen my plate? Here it is. All right, I got to turn this because it's just driving my hand crazy. I want to go this way. Let's see if you can still see this. I think you kind of know what I'm doing. So I'm going to, as I turn it, it's going to go, oops, as I push this, it's going to come towards me. But I just need, I'm going to use my belly to hold it, to hold this thing down. Okay, there. Oh, I just cannot, oh, see, I've got my plates crooked, so I'm getting stuck. So hopefully I don't break this, because I'm not stopping. There we go. Whew. I think the problem is I'm just having issues. I don't think it's the Bigshot. I think it's me. Okay, let's get that one out. Let's see what we got. I want to do some of this with my jelly prints. My jelly prints. I love jelly printing. I have to like completely take everything off my desk and get it I have to really prep my stuff. So see how much easier that is? Isn't that cute? So adorable. Little bug. It's a cute little bug. I guess the frame's not going to work around it. Who is already knowing that? You're like, it's just going to cover that. But look at if I stained it or inked it and I could put it on that one. Isn't that cute? I think yes. Okay, so let's just go ahead and give that a little snip and a paper clip so I don't forget. I'm gonna go down a little bit, and I'm actually gonna cut my circle because I'm not sure. I think I want to use a paper cutter with this. So now we have this one like this, And then we have this one like this. And I can even set this on something else if I want to, but cute. I might just make that a little journal card because you can color on both sides and you can put like a cute little saying. So adorable. Okay. Anyhow, so those ones are gonna just go in my little box over here. And going to put that in there. This is, I mean, normally I save every scrap, but that's going in the garbage. I don't have time. I ain't got time. No time for that right now. I don't think I want to do any more of the scrapbooking paper. I just wanted to have some different ones to pull over here to show, to play with. Let's grab another thing here and see what we got. So I'm going to put that there, and I'm going to stick that one there. And you can see how nice they sit on there. And then they just slide right back in here pretty easy. I mean, I have fumbly hands, so if I can do that, you know it's going to be somewhat easy. And then they just stay. And then I just stick them in my thing back in here. Get the circles with the circles. And let me see, put those back in there. And then I wanted to do some tags. So I'm going to put this like that. I'm going to put that on top of it so I don't get that mixed up with other stuff. Slide it over. Here's the tags. How much time do we have left? Not a whole lot of time, so I just want to do a couple of these and show you. I think I'm going to use some of this Tim Holtz paper because I think that's where I'm going to like this paper mostly. So, so see, like, I'm not going to use that, but I do like this. So I don't know if I would do it right now though, because I would want to back the paper. So we'll just wait for that one. Got to think it through. No, no, and no. See, I think I bought it because I'm like, oh, I'm going to love that paper, but I really just don't use it. So like, I kind of like that. I don't really do much with the maps. So maybe I'm going to waste my time looking through these. What about this one? That's not too bad. Let's try that one. Okay. I mean, none of it's too bad. It's just, I'm just not, it's just not my thing. Not my thing. So I have that tag shape. Then, so this is really nice, you know, to get the tags. I really do like that. And then I like that is there, but I'm going to pull it all the way to the side and just tape, put a little bit of tape there and a little bit of tape there. I'm going to take one of these. I love these for journal cards. That's cute. Just going to put a little bit there. And then I think I have plenty of room to do some other ones. I have all of these too, and I bought this bigger one, a set of these. They're like snowflakes though, I think. And I don't want it, it's going to be the same thing, so anything that has all those little things, it's going to be a lot of work to get them out. So I think I'm going to skip those. Do I have anything in here? I like using these for like little pieces. That one's a good one. It's not going to be too crazy. Some of these little circles are hard to work to get them out, but I like that little doily. Maybe just that one. Okay, we'll just do that, and that. And then I get all my things from, I've gotten them from Stampin' Up. I've gotten them from Stampin' Up, Etsy. I've gotten them from, I think, Wish before. I haven't shopped on there in a long time. I think they it was messing up my phone and stuff. I don't know. You guys have crafted with me long enough to know that it could have just been me. But I don't want to take the blame. So I'm going to put another. So I want to make sure that's all the way on there. I don't want to bend my, you want to make sure so that you don't like warp your pieces. So now I need that plate, but I don't know what I did with it. Well, that wasn't good. Is everything there? Yep. That's not helpful. So I'm just going to do that and that and put this on there and hope for the best. Let's see what happens. Well, I'm just really having some, okay, this is when I know it's time to stop. I have to go. It's getting dinner time. Oh my gosh, it is dinner time. Okay, well, This will be the last one. Let's run this through, and I'm going to give it a shove. And there we go. Goodness gracious. Okay, there we go. So I'm going to put these back together like that. Put this right here. That one, I'm going to stick it in there. That was good. It came through good. So you can see I've got a little bit of work there to do. Where'd my little roller thingy go? Oops. I don't know where the roller is. Oh, there it is. I put it away. So I don't know if you can see what I'm doing. So yeah, I guess like some of these, it's nice to run them through twice. It's hard to get them all out, but, and that could be because my plates are older and warped. This could be a sign of like, you need a new plate, but I'm not ready to put my new plate in there until I absolutely have to. I don't do these all the time. I'm thinking that if I was doing a ton of these types of things where it's gonna take a lot of work to get these out, I would probably just get the new plate, but I will just do that later. And I just wanted to kind of show you, it's really pretty to, and that, this is nice to use like on on anything. And then I've got some tags and a nice big fat label journal card thingy that didn't cut all the way. See, I didn't get it on there very good. Whoa, I'm really good at these tutorials. See, I had them up off the thing, and I didn't have the other plate. I didn't have the other plate on there. I had these on the bottom. I didn't have my upper plate on there, so not to worry. I know what a tag looks like. I know what a topper looks like that covers up any secrets. So there we go. Nobody knows. Nobody knows. And the same thing with this. I mean, like this is, it's a curve. It's a wonky curve. Nothing a little lace can't fix. There we go. All right, so there we have it. We made quite a few things. I have a nice little mess here to clean up. We'll put some color down here so you can see them. But look at, isn't that cool? So, and then these are double-sided, but I don't really, I want this side here. And then we have this guy right here that still needs some cleanup to happen on him. The other pieces that we did are in here. Those flowers. So, what do you think? It's pretty easy, huh? So I think it's worth the investment. I mean, I would like to have one of those little tiny machines that I can just keep closer to my desk and pull it up and down once in a while, because sometimes I really want something, but it's a lot of work to go and break everything out and get it back together, and then, because I can't just leave the mess, and I'm gonna come work over here and make a huge mess. So that's kind of the only bummer thing. But other than that, there it is, the Big Shot. I hope you liked it, Cindy, and I hope everybody else liked it. If you have any questions, and especially if you have one of these and you have any tips and tricks that you would love to share with me and everyone else, much appreciated. With that, I will just give you, I'll let you guys go, and I'll see you on the next video. Have a great day. Bye.